Ah. Hello everyone and welcome back to Outlast Whistleblower. This is the second live stream for it, and hopefully we're going to see an ending inside. So, let's just do it, shall we? I'm really thoroughly enjoying these Outlast games.
Can we continue?
Wow, I completely forgot where I left this. A woman's work is never done. Wow, what's going on with my camera movement at the moment? Like, this is... I remember where we're up to. We're running away from that guy that mutilates people. Okay, that's got a chain on it. God damn, this is... See if I can get a bit of a look in there. The music indicates that it's some sort of a chase scene. But I don't know if that's the case. Okay. Can't say this is crazy comfortable at the moment. This music just makes it incredibly difficult to hear what's going on around you. Like you're hearing doors and that sort of stuff. There's no place like home. Oh, that's why my camera's all weird.
Even these idiots and lunatics, but when they look deeper, when anyone with eyes to see looks at what you truly are, that's why they trust you. You're not what you're meant to be. Not yet. This place can see into your mind.
Ah,
Flowers only sweet as the soil that nourishes it.
really?
Yours will nourish it.
I thought it was like a cue for that door then. Where it's like,
Can we continue?
okay, so I go through here as normal, following the blood. That's all well and good. And then he comes through there.
And lunatics. The smell of my love's arbor. darling, can't hide from me. You make yourself a gift for me. A delicacy to be unwrapped and unwrapped again. And savored.
Oh, you're too kind.
Here we go.
You are too kind. So that's what was supposed to happen. I was supposed to hide in the locker.
I've been a little vulgar. And I want to say I'm sorry. I just... You know how a man gets when he wants to know. But after the ceremony, when I've made an honest woman of you, I promise I'll be a different man.
Right. Well, that's good.
I want a family, a legacy, to be the father I never had. I'll never let anything happen to our children. Not like...
This guy seems a little confused. I don't know if he understands how procreation works.
You'll have to wait here. I know you must be just as eager as I am to consummate our love. But try to enjoy the anticipation.
Try to enjoy the anticipation.
Darling.
Right.
This will help you relax.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. No, I like that. 12 hours later. Oh, this bit's gonna get gory, I think.
Darling, I need you.
Bam! Hello, hello, welcome.
Bleed less. I know the fair sex often endure the same wounds with more suffering, but you really need to make an effort.
Oh man, that's gore. That is hardcore.
No, I'm so sorry, darling. Love isn't for everybody.
Oh, that is gory. Oh, that's insane. This game knows how to make you cringe every now and then.
All these unsightly hairs. Oh, silky smooth, like a little girl again. Now the more delicate bits. No, don't, please.
Bam with a like, thank you very much. This is intense.
You've given up. You're ugly. You've given up on love.
Fan with the share, thank you very much.
Straighten up. Oh, God. Bleed, please. And
Whoa. I sure hope that's not what's in store for my character. Oh, yeah.
You have amazing bone structure. Such soft skin. You're going to be beautiful.
No.
A woman has to suffer some things. It's not pleasant, I know. But just try to endure. For my sake. For the sake of our children. It won't take long. A few snips at the flesh here and here. Cut away everything vulgar. A soft place to welcome my seed. To grow our family. The incision will hurt.
No.
And the conception. And birthing is never easy. I'll make the cut fast. Just close your eyes and think of our children.
No, 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 no.
Get back here!
Nah. My heart is pounding right now.
I won't give up on you. I know your worth.
Now he's looking for me. No. No, no, no. Where am I supposed to go? Okay. So hopefully he goes back down that way. And am I supposed to just make a break for it? Oh, man. Nah, he's gonna catch me. Wow.
Go! You and the rest of these ungrateful sluts!
This one is definitely more uncomfortable than the main game. Oh, okay, cool. Document. Any batteries down here? Doesn't look like it. How many do I have? I've got 0 batteries. Right. Okay, so that was... Oh, man. That bit where it was about to just do the cut right down between the legs, that had me cringe so hard. Okay. Case number 196, patient Eddie Gluskin. Consultation date 2013. Patient age 46, male. Observing physician Dr. Garrett Snow. Therapist says lucid dreaming. Figures remain as murky as ever. Gluskin calms near constant control of his dream state. Yet correspondence between his narrative and REM cycles. Highly arrhythmic REM and REM morphogenic engine activity plateaus at 90 ppm. Diagnostic: heavy bronchial accumulation. The rashes associated with hormone therapy have receded and vanished since we stopped using latex tubing. Interview notes. Gluskin remains a frustrating interview subject. He's still trying to tell us what he thinks what we want to hear, while studiously avoiding certain elements of the truth. His childhood remains an obvious fiction. He's claiming to have grown up in a Leave It to Beaver. Leave It to Beaver. Despite a traumatically violent ongoing sexual experience, what is a matter of public and medical record. When I confronted him with the photographs his father and uncle took, he responded with a mixture of laughter and anger, and restraints were issued. He similarly refuses to discuss his victims both categorically and specifically. When I showed him pictures of the women, he would not admit that they were dead or mutilated. He is claiming advancement in the morphogenic engine program that he has not yet achieved, said that he could clearly hear the voice of the wall rider just by closing his eyes. Clearly, he's still trying to curry the favor of his doctors. I won't speculate at what he expects to gain by it. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, this sensitivity is insane. Okay. So that's all chained up, so we're obviously not going that way. Right. This door needs a key. Wonderful. Okay, so where are we? You are here. So this must be up top. Male ward administration block. So we obviously need to get down this hallway. Oh, wonderful. We could go in there. Cool. More batteries. Love them. Alright, I'm assuming that this door here is locked. Yep. And I do not like the look of in there. Bodies hanging like wet laundry, like skinned rabbits. Men mutilated, hunted and murdered. The shortest distance between 82 points separates violence and ruined lust. Whatever story he's telling himself, he's not making women to bear his children. He's making women to kill them. Right, so that's the patient that we were just talking about. Lisa, I want you to burn this place and any evidence it ever existed to the ground. Destroy the Murkoff Corporation, bury it in shame, take away its money, wipe it from history. This man thinks he's in love. He thinks the therapy made him better. Everything reeks of death and fear. Wee-wee and coppery blood. Meat decomposing to game. Lovely. Okay, well here's a vent, I assume. Up we go. Well, that person tried to escape. Didn't get very far. Right, Whoa. Oh, he's been busy. Wait, how long? This would have taken ages. Like, how long have we been in this asylum? Like, the start of the game, we were a worker here. Now we're trapped in it. And with the amount of bodies that he's got up there, he must have been killing just... Like, because you can see the mutilation, so he's... This is just pure gore. Man, this is just intense. I don't see any files or folders or anything. So...
When I was a boy, my mother often said to me, get married soon. How happy you will be.
More of this.
I'm sorry all over, but no girlie can I find who seems to be just like the little girl I know.
I liked it more when he was singing. Come on, start singing again, please. Because this is nuts. Oh. all about stealth. It's about just learning how to tune out certain noises. Okay, so this room is useless. Bit of a vent there. So I know the room just here to my left is empty. Okay. Starting to get a bit more of a collection of batteries at least, which is handy. Okay, so this way is useless as well. Can't go that way because there's something blocking it. So that would mean that the only logical conclusion is that way. Oh no. No. Now, what I'm assuming is going to happen is he's going to come for me, and I'll have to run around to open that door, so I got to push that thing out of the way. There's nothing down there anyway. Okay, so it's missing an arm, so it can't be him in disguise. Okay, what? What are my hiding spots? There's nothing there. I don't think right here is going to be very good. I could be wrong, but... Right. So there's that bit. Okay. Now, I don't think he's in this area, and I don't think he's going to be coming to this area till I grab the key. So I don't know whether it's worth me doing a bit of a trial run. Whether I just wing it. Yeah, there we go. It's the background noises that get you. So, what's back here? I assume that there used to be a battery. Ah, no. No. I can't still be alive from there. Okay, this bit is going to be tedious. Alright, we'll let the music calm down. Okay, so what I'm thinking I need to do is when I open this up, I dart back through there, get his attention to come in here. Battery. Sweet. You can hear him just outside that room there. Okay, so he won't come through that squeeze gap. It's a shame you can't make noise. You know, like pick up a rock or something. Okay. I can hear him wandering around that room just over there. So you get a bit of a feel for what pattern he walks. Because if he mostly walks this area, it might nearly be safer for me to go that way. And you can hear him like looking under things or opening lockers or something like that. Oh, there weren't any lockers. So he's looking underneath tables, I think. Problem is, I've got a limp, so I can't run very fast. So if I go down that way and he spots me, he might catch me. That's it, come on. If he sees me in here, I'm done. Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome. Welcome, thank you. Okay. Have fun a nice evening. Thank you. You too. This guy's got me on edge. This guy's got me so on edge. From that scene on the grinder. Alright, so I need him to come back in here, do his standard loop over there. Is he coming? Yep. So that's him jumping over the table. Is that him going back? honestly, if you were in a horror situation, like you were being chased by someone, if you had a full orchestra behind you playing this music, it would make you inclined to kill them all. Yeah. If I was being chased by a murderer and a full orchestra was playing this in my ear, I'd probably kill all of them. So it sounded like he jumped. He's back. Hoping he doesn't see me. So I need to find a way to get out there. But I can't outrun him. Let's like your monitor soon be upside down. So I think what I've got to do is try and follow him till he gets that table and jumps over it, and then I try hiding in it or just near it. All right. I guess there's nothing else to do except for give it a try, I guess. So that's him jumping the table. But I don't know where it is he's going. So he jumps the table, then jumps it again. I'm sure there's only one jump. Because you're in Australia. Yeah, no, my monitors. I don't know if it would be upside down. It'd be more like, I don't know, on an angle. Oh, actually, because the Earth's not, yeah. Probably is upside down. Because the Earth's not obviously straight up and down. You know, North Pole, South Pole. Kind of a tilts. So every now and then I'll be on top and America will be in the bottom. There he is. There's our boyfriend. Don't like him. Okay, so that's him now leaving. Do not come in here. God damn it.
Nobody bother.
Yeah, suck it. Love how he just gives up like that. I'm interested to see. I'm skivvying off. I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm in art class at college. Nice. I'm skivvying off. Okay. What the heck is he jumping over? Yeah, there he is. Right. Okay. If there was a save point, I would be worried. Okay, so this is the exit. Of course. Of course.
One more. I tried, and I tried. You all betrayed me. You can hang like the rest of them. Heavier than you look. If this is you on the honeymoon, I hate to imagine our anniversary. Hold still. God damn it, what are you? Come! No! Damn it, darling! No, you need to behave!
What just happened?
We could have been beautiful.
The heck? He's dead. The amateur surgeon, father-to-be husband, his guts shredded and pulled from his belly. I'm trying not to laugh. Oh God, Lisa, I swear to you, I'm trying. Jeez Louise, that is wonderful. Fire out. Male ward. Already not liking this. Alright, well, I wonder which door I go through. Okay. The church is on fire. Is this happening at the same time as Miles being here? Because the first game, the priest set himself on fire, and I believe that was in the church. Chapel on fire in the distance. I didn't even know we had a church. Where's God when you need him?
He even took his damn pants.
Tell you one thing. I've seen more than enough dick and balls tonight to last me a lifetime.
And not all of them attached to a man. Let's wrap this up and get back to the truck.
Amen.
Corporate cops, mercenaries, private military, contractors, whatever they call them now. They're as helpless as the rest of us. Need to get out, escape. Okay, I'm... Okay. We'll keep up with it all, because I think this is coming climactic because they're humans. They're not the patients here. From Helen Granite. Miss Robertson, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We finally killed the lady, man. You missed it. You missed it. But there was a reaction slightly further back that yeah, would make you cringe. Dear sirs, the groundwork has been laid to ensure an uneventful egress for Rudolph Wernicke from structural and financial systems at Mount Massive. His advanced age should alleviate any suspicions among contractors and employees, among whom he has been cheerfully nicknamed the Crypt Keeper, and legally speaking, he died years ago. I understand patients, blah 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 and blah blah, have already been scheduled for transit. We're all terribly excited at the obvious profit potential of the new project. My researchers have combed through Wernicke's files and found no mention of the 3 lucid dreamers. I think we can safely assume Wernicke has sufficiently distracted by the partial success of patient Billy Hope. Billy Hope was the one that the host for the Wall Rider in the first game. So I think these 2 games are happening roughly at the same time period. Because we saw the church on fire just before, and I think that's when the priest burnt himself in the last game, or the main game. Even minimal exploitation of these moth. There's a moth. Go on. Get. Go on, fly. Get. Go on, get. Even minimal exploitation of these resources is hard to overestimate. I only hope the new facility is sufficiently shielded to allow female staff so I can see what comes with my own eyes. Respectfully, Helen Granite. Well, I assume the plan is to not get shot. Okay, so that's where I just came from.
Multiple officers down in sub-basement. Unknown is there. We need help. A paramedic. Something. Help! Stop! No! Copy that. Incoming. We're coming. Hold on.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm not going that way. Or that way. That way? Ah, so this is the other side of the church. Hello, hello? Tell you what this reminds me of. This exact scene. This reminds me of, like, there was an abandoned hospital down in Bunbury. And used to sneak in there as teenagers. And this is exactly what the corridors felt like. Even, like, the dust in the air. All of it felt the same. I can nearly smell it again. Apart from the dead bodies, there wasn't any of those. But it was trashed because it was an abandoned hospital. A lot of homeless people moved in there and junkies and that sort of stuff. And the military went through there and did, like, a training exercise. So they kicked doors in and spray painted, like, marks on the doors to indicate which ones were clear and this, that, and the other. Well, that's what we assumed they were doing. But yeah, like this. You come to a room, there's stuff all over the floor. You come to a room and some of the doors were just kicked off the hinges. No way. If you remember from the last game, there was the crazy guys just sitting on the couches watching static. This is the room. Except we came from this side. I'm sure, yeah. What is with these doors? I want to explore an old hospital to photograph. They are unbelievable. Because a lot of teenagers were going in there, what they had to end up doing was put more barricades and blockades on the windows and doors to stop us from being able to get in. So what we ended up doing was, the way we started to get in, was down in the basement. Like, one of the basement windows, it was kind of a loose, like the actual window frame itself, the whole thing was loose. It was only a small one, you know. By that-ish. So we managed to kick that in. I say us, some people that we knew, friends of old friends, friends of friends, whatever. and told us about it. So we went down there and we climbed in, and the basement to this hospital was straight out of a horror movie. Straight out of it. They weren't even kidding about it. Because it was obviously below ground level, so there's no windows letting in any natural light. There's only, like, I think it may have been emergency lighting, maybe. That, plus I think the paint on the walls helps reflect a bit of light, but it was still extremely dark. And some leaky water pipes and stuff like that, so the floor's like all patchy and wet and filthy. And the corridor was just super narrow, like unbelievably narrow. And yeah, you just be walking past, like, you're about this far away from the wall, either side. Like, it's that narrow. It's just big enough for basically one person to go down. If you press your back up against the wall, someone could press their back up against the wall and squeeze past you, but effectively that's how narrow it was. And then you just walk past these rooms that are just pitch black. No doors or anything. This is just bringing back memories from the first game. Oh, there's a vent. So a vent there. I feel that going down there is not the right thing to do, but it has to be. Can't go up. There's nothing here. Here's the library. No. Library. Okay, so that's the library. When we first came here in the other game, I think that's the library there that we went in. The wheelchair, that's all still the same.
Mr. Park.
Hold on. Before we go any further, because I assume that we're close to the end. Murkoff Psychiatric Systems Mount Massive. Transfer authorizations for these 3 patients. Caution. Level triple black security protocols. Do they just keep adding, like, double, triple, quadruple, octuple, dodecahedral? Including chemical restraint, physical restraint, and separate adaptive hyperbaric chambers are to be used at all time in transit. Chemical stimulation is highly recommended for all personnel within 500 meters of the patients. Attempts at communication should be assumed to be hallucinations and disregarded. Facial disfigurement should not be taken as a sign of lost acuity. They are physically blind but not unseeing. Note, security clearances for Project Wallrider will not apply to information regarding patients, blah, 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 blah. New security clearances will be issued and appropriate protocol assigned.
How the fuck are you still alive?
make a deal? Help me up.
No one can know! No one!
Can I drive one of these? I wonder if a building like this actually exists. Like whether they've actually copied it off something. You know? Like I know that one of the maps on Warzone is based off the island of Alcatraz. Alcatraz? I think it, yeah. I'm sure it's pronounced Alcatraz. The buildings are all very similar. There's an abandoned hospital about 30 miles from me that people purchase to repurpose and then abandon it again. Must be spooky in there. The only thing that would be, well, I mean, yeah, you'd get a spooky vibe from it. See, there's Miles' car. Wait, did I pull up in that car? Press. This is Miles' car.
You press that button. There's no going back, Mr. Park. There's enough hard evidence in that video file to make a world of shit for our friends at Murkoff. You got out of Mount Massive alive, and we've done everything in our power to cover your tracks. But our enemies are twitching and malicious corporate paranoics with resources you're too moral to imagine. You won't be the only target. Anyone you care about, your wife, your child, they'll do nothing to Murkoff but ways to hurt you. I need you to understand the bridge you're crossing here. You will do irrevocable damage to the company. You might even get close to something like justice. But once you click upload, your life is over. Everyone you love is fucked. But it's the right thing to do. Is hurting Murkoff worth that much to you?
I wonder if there's a way I could not press it. Take a screenshot of it and do a Google search. It's a good idea, actually. I mean, I'm sure someone's already done it, so I'm sure I could just Google the Mount Massive, Outlast Mount Massive Asylum origins, I guess. I don't have a choice. I have to do it. It's hard to say. Like, if we're put in that situation where our families are threatened and that sort of stuff, you know, is the world knowing something more important than the protection of your own family? Because I don't think there's anywhere that you could move to. I mean, you could move to like a, I guess, a third world country and just live as the people there. You know, you don't have internet, you don't have a phone, you don't have anything like that. That's a hardcore dedication to altering your life. And even then, it's probably some record that you've done it. Far out. That was awesome. I can't wait to see the second one. I know it's going to be more intense, but I think it's going to be completely worth it. Sean Miles. Sean Baker. Miles Upshur. Chris Walker. Chris Walker didn't have much in terms of words. Father Martin. Wernicke. Rick Traeger. So Rick Traeger. I'll have to look that up. There has to be a real person because I know that Dr. Traeger is on Call of Duty Zombies, so unless they just really like that name. Lake County, Colorado. That's what it's based off? Is it really? There's also a golf course with same name. A golf course with Mount Massive. Mount Massive is the second highest summit of the Rocky Mountains of North America and the US state of Colorado. Wow. And it would take 4 to 6 hours to hike. Okay, so it's yeah. Mount Massive Asylum for Criminally Insane is the setting of Outlast and Outlast Whistleblower. It is located in the remote mountains of Lake County, Colorado, USA. Wow. It's based in Colorado. Always wanted to go to Colorado. And now I won't be able to get that out of my head. I'll be going there going, I wonder if there are very many asylums in Colorado. Yeah, there's City of the Dead and Asylum Haunted House. The asylum was super creepy. Wow. So they've got like an amusement area. Oh wow. That is pretty creepy. It's temporarily closed. Mixed reviews. The City of the Dead and Asylum will return to Denver this at an all-new permanent location. 2 terrifying attractions, all at one location. Denver's most terrifying haunted house. In Denver. In Denver. This would be fun research. Yeah, like, you find a lot of video game developers, like, I could develop a game. I built one for uni. If I was to build one, it's all well and good coming up with your own creativity and just coming out of the blue with something, but if you can get something that has some element of a story and you just add a creative bubble around it, it makes it so much more interesting. Like Alcatraz. Alcatraz is a phenomenal story because isolated island, you know, pretty hardcore criminals went there, etc., etc., etc. So it would be easy to kind of put a little bit of a fantasy bubble around being an inmate there and making movies, TV shows, etc., etc., etc. Very easy because it's an intense background to it. So yeah, it'd be interesting. All you'd have to do is look up haunted stories. I think I did. Did I do one? No. No, I watched someone else doing... I think I watched someone else do it. I need to double check and see if I put it on my channel. But there's a game developer who's done, I think, 1 episode so far. So he's hoping to add more episodes to his game. But they're based off real stories, so people write into him saying, hey, this was the experience I had, it was a break-in or something like that, and he basically takes their entire story and puts it into a video game. So, yeah. So children's homes are known to be haunted. Children's homes? Denver doesn't have Western Southern accent. Yeah. You gotta understand, I get my American research from South Park. Which is probably isn't the best place to get research, but I don't know. It's good enough, yeah? I think it may have been from South Park, where it was someone who was a Southerner saying that he was in Denver. But yeah, there's a distinct accent gap between, say, a standardized American versus the Southern. It's very strong. It's not like a subtle difference, the way that they pronounce words or anything like that. It's very intense. Check out the Winchester House. The Winchester House. Why does that sound so familiar? In California. Is that just one house? Okay. Is orphanage is children's home. I've never heard it being called a children's home. Never heard it being called a children's home. I've always ever known it being always known it just to be called an orphanage. Children's home. I suppose that sounds a little bit nicer. A children's home sounds a bit nicer, actually. An orphanage does, yeah, have that whole haunted, creepy background to it all. There's also a haunted place in my homeland, Scotland, called Glencoe. Can you tell what part of Australia someone lives by accent? We can tell what state someone is from. Kind of. It's not as strong. I think Queensland would have to be the strongest. But yeah, it purely depends. Like you've got what we call ochre, which would nearly be like the American equivalent of Southern, but it's not like a natural accent. You know, they've just learnt to speak that way because it's more to do with the slang and the pronunciation of the words, which is very slurred. It's not, you know, like I guess Australian ochre wouldn't be just like, oh, g'day, how you going? It's g'day, how you going? And it's very just rolled through the mouth. Like it's just a series of noise after g'day. G'day, how you going? So it's not particularly an accent because anybody can do it. And it is more of just a lazy way of speaking. We call that ochre. Queenslanders do have, I guess, a bit more of a throaty speak. But again, not all of them have it. That's the thing. So you can't always tell what state they're from. Yes, one old lady had people add into the house until she died. I don't get having a house that big. Like, yeah, having a big house would be cool. But if you were to have a big house, I think I'd prefer a castle. And realistically, you'd only inhabit about a quarter of it. Unless you had dirt bikes, and then you could just ride through the whole castle. But then the maids would hate you. Because there'd always be tire tracks. Chapters. So you can go through the chapters. Prison block, administration block, so, and the exit. Female ward. Sewer. Underground lab, hospital, recreation area, prison, drying ground. That was intense though, I like that. So now there's Outlast 2, and there's The Evil Within, and the other 2 episodes to Walking Dead. They need to be done as well, so... yeah. I'll see how I go. My assignments are due every Monday for the next 3 weeks. So that's fun. So yeah, I'll be pretty busy with those. University does my head in. I could see you live in a castle. Of course. I'd be that awkward person who lives in a castle. You know, I would definitely be very awkward. I'd have to get myself catapults and all sorts of, like, really old weaponry. And then whenever anyone comes to the door, who goes there? No maids, all butlers. Nah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Well, you'd have the butlers, I guess, for the harder work. The maids have a... Well, I would say females have a bit more attention to detail. You know, you see a man clean up, it's just kind of like everything off the table like that. And you see a woman clean up, it's kind of like everything has a place. And then afterwards you're like, oh, this is really nice. I like sitting here. But when I clean up and then I sit back down, I go, oh, this is rubbish. I hate it. I've got some stuff around me just now, but like Dr. Simo's YouTube play button for me. He printed on his 3D printer. Can of Red Bull for breakfast. Uni notes on a pad. What will you be when you grow up out of uni? So I study cybersecurity. So I'll probably be a... Oh, the hard thing. Cybersecurity is... It's so branched out across IT. It's not just networking. It's not just software. It's not just people and development or ethical hacking or, you know, website management or database control or anything like that. You cover all of it. And then when you're going through it all, you're like, oh, I could see me doing this. Oh, I could see me doing that. I could see me doing this. I could see me doing that. And I'm like, I don't know, possibly project work, I think, is what I want to move into. Where I can just do work for a company for about 3 months, maybe 6. And then they go, yeah, project's finished. So, you know, on you go. See you later. And I just do that. And I could just go between company to company. I can go for some government jobs, like government projects. So I can work in healthcare or casinos, hotels, banks, mining. You know, I can get my feelers out there and go to a few different companies and get my head around a few different types of work. And that way, each project I go for doesn't always have to be software development or ethical hacking or network engineering or whatever. I can do a lot of different things. So yeah, because the 3 units I'm doing just now is app development, interactive website design, and network security. So the network security is all administrative tasks on virtual machines. The app development is building a game that uses physics and, you know, Newton's law of motion and blah blah blah. They managed to take the unit of developing a game and make it incredibly boring. And then interactive web development's basically like, you know, I guess what Amazon would be like. You've got the Amazon web page, you have all your functionality in it, and then there's a database connected. So you log in, you add stuff to a basket, that basket's temporarily stored on their database. That's why when you go back in, it's still there. And then you make your purchases, and it stores your details in a database. And yeah, I do, so far I would do pretty much the whole lot from start to finish. A fully functioning website. The database, PHP script to link your interface with the database. Yeah. Contract work, yes. yeah. I think contracting is... I don't particularly like contractor work, but I think it's pretty much the only way moving forward now. Australia's majority contractors. Majority of the workforce is contracted based. So I'd rather just do projects. So that way I'm not technically a contractor. I'm employed, but only for the project. So you're paid weekly. Same amount, but, you know, you've got an end date. Streamlabs has become a lot more active since I moved onto this new computer. How's my audio? Yeah, I'm not too much louder than the desktop, I guess. A little bit, but that's fine. Did I get Outlast? So I've already got the next game set up. Oh wait, I didn't have it installed. Trying to stay more on the horror subject for now, because it's obviously October. State of Decay, Resident Evil. I suppose Phasmophobia has done some updates, so it might be interesting. But I'm kind of digging the whole story vibe for the horrors. You could travel with that. Definitely. And that's something I would definitely consider. I mean, my aim is to live out on a big property. That's my aim, you know. About 400 or 500 acres. Minimum. Because as much as I love the technology, it's nice to get a break from it. But it's not as easy as just getting up and walking away from it. It's harder because it's right there and it's convenient and it's a distraction. So I think if you go somewhere where you're kind of forced to tune out for a bit, it makes it more enjoyable. Especially when you can't hear your neighbors. That's always an extra. 500 acre Resident Evil. That's a lot to deal with. Yes. Fidden, welcome to the stream. I've just finished up with a Whistleblower. If you haven't played it, it's a fantastic game. But yes, I do have Resident Evil. I was going to start from the very, very first game and go all the way through to the village. Because it's been a while since I played them. So I thought, start with the original. Because they've got like a remastered version now. It still has that old school PS1-ish vibe, which is really cool. I'm on 326 acre. Nice. Can't see or hear neighbors. That's perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what you want. It's terrible when you can hear your neighbor flush. That's when you know it. You're in a little bit too tight. So I've got to get Outlast 2. What else? Outlast 2. And then I've got The Evil Within. You can start from the newest. I can start from the newest. But I like displaying the storyline. Like Resident Evil 8 The Village, it's been played by a lot of people. And the storyline is incredibly good. Because it ties on from number 7. But they all effectively tie in together. So when you play one straight after the other, you're continuing all the storylines together to see the evolution of it all. Because, like I said, it's been a long time since I played Resident Evil. And then there's the Evil Within. And the Evil Within 2. Which, funny enough, I still haven't installed. Why? Then I got some older games like Dark. What else? State of Decay. Maybe. Maybe State of Decay. Can shoot and ride dirt bikes and pee outside. I can do all of those as well. I just don't get seen by anyone. That's the aim. The aim is to do it like a ninja. I can't shoot though. Getting guns in Australia is very hard. Well, I think that's going to be it for this download. Oh, download queued. But yeah, that was really good. Like I tried playing it before, but I thought I wouldn't enjoy that whole video camera turning it to night vision stuff. I didn't think I'd enjoy that. But then I thought, I've got the game there. I'll just give it another crack and see what happens. And I'll just do it on a live stream, so I'm forced to play through it. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Thoroughly enjoyed this. The storyline, phenomenal. Stay fancy, Mrs. Robertson.